Hi class, it's Dr. Janachek here. I just wanted to post a video going over the assignments for the week with you, as I'll do every week either on Wednesday or Thursday. So if you haven't done so already, you need to create and upload your introductory video to the first discussion forum. And this is not the week one discussion forum, this is the introductory discussion forum. And since that's not the week one post, the deadline for that was actually tonight, Wednesday the 9th at 11:59 p.m. So go ahead and get that introductory video completed and uploaded to the discussion forum so you can get started on the week's tasks, because we are jumping right in to a lot of important content and great stuff for the week. So the first and most important thing for you to do this week after doing your introductory video is doing all of the textbook readings. We'll be going over a lot of foundational concepts that will help you learn to identify, evaluate, and appreciate art. So that textbook is Humanities Through the Arts, 10th edition. Make sure you get the 10th edition. That's really important. And you can get either the ebook version or the print version, though the ebook version has a lot of great features where you can take notes and highlight electronically, which is great. So for this week, you need to read Chapter 1, pages 1 through 17, Chapter 2, pages 18 through 32, and page 42, and then Chapter 3, pages 43 through 58. So you will have to do that reading and really process it, spend some time with it, learning those key terms and core concepts to be able to do the work for this week and really for the rest of the semester. So, session, I should say. So you have those readings. You also need to read a linked article that's in the Learn section called How to Analyze Sculpture. And then the other required videos, learning resources, are videos on calendar notation and a video on understanding the formal elements of art analysis. So there's 2 videos there, and there are also some supplemental video resources that I would recommend checking out. The one is on, describing the elements in Van Gogh's Starry Night, which is incredibly helpful if you've never, sort of dissected a work of art and learned to describe its elements. And then there's another, I guess it's not a video, it's an essay on how to write an essay about art, which is very useful. And then after you've done that sort of groundwork there, you can turn to the tasks for the week. So first, there's an essential info survey that's due Saturday at 11:59 p.m. And then you have a reading guide for chapters 1 through 3, where you sort of fill in the blanks and define deal with the key terms and concepts from those first 3 chapters of your textbook. And that is due as well Saturday at 11:59 p.m. And then you have a week 1 discussion post, which again is not the introductory video. This is a separate activity. That is due Saturday at 11:59 p.m. Your initial post is due Saturday at 11:59 p.m. And then you have 2 response posts where you need to comment on 2 of your peers' posts, and those 2 posts are due Tuesday at 11:59 p.m. So for that discussion post, you are looking at the 3 conceptual criteria for a work of art as given by Jacobus and Martin on page 19 of your textbook. And you need to review those 3 elements and then think about whether you'd add anything to their criteria. And more specifically, you can think about how your Christianity might inform your definition of art. What additional elements might you consider as a Christian when perceiving art? And then you need to use 2 specific works of art as support when you're talking about expanding their definition or modifying their definition. And there are over 100 images in just the first chapter alone, as your discussion prompt says, so you can use images from that first chapter, or you can bring in another image if you want to talk about it You should give those images, either links to them or descriptions of them, etc., in your discussion post. And then when you're responding to your peers' posts, as you'll see from the rubric that you can check out, it's really important that you do more than just say, great post, I enjoyed it, but actually give some substantive, feedback, expanding upon their point or asking questions about their post, etc. So it says the peer responses should be, a short paragraph, really. So you want to give some substance there. And then the last assignment for the week, which is due Tuesday at 11:59 p.m., is an assignment called Practice Discerning and Describing Art. And there are 2 prompts for this, and it's not an either or. You don't select one. You need to do both within the same document. So you'll be taking a virtual tour of the Smithsonian National Museum of Natural History. And for the first prompt, you're selecting 2 pieces, one that you think fits the 4 perceptual criteria of art given in your textbook, and one that you feel does not, and you'll need to explain, why and why not, and whether you think the criteria set forth by the authors are sufficient to, identify art as such. And there's more details on that post in the assignments, weekly assignments list. And then the second prompt, you're also attending to that same virtual tour, but you're choosing one other piece of art, so something that you didn't talk about for the first prompt, and you're going to practice your descriptive criticism. And so you'll want to review those features of descriptive criticism as given in the first 3 chapters of your textbook, and so you'll want to start practicing, perceiving that artwork, describing it, noting between 10 to 20 details of how that art is presented. So that again is due Tuesday at 11:59 p.m. Both prompts in one document, including images, the images that you're using to practice this descriptive criticism and your identification of art as well. So please include those images within the body of the document, of course citing them appropriately. There's instructions for citations, there's links for help with that in the week overview, but I don't want you just attaching separate documents. It should all be in one, and the same for discussion posts. Please embed images or link to them. All right, great. So that's all the assignments for week 1. If you have questions, please feel free to reach out to me via email. You can always schedule a meeting with me. I hold virtual office hours Tuesdays and Thursdays, so if you want to schedule a meeting, I'm happy to do that with you. And I'll look forward to watching your introductory videos first and then reading all of your materials for week 1.